see Kenny's importance in something like that, or is that overstatement?
Well, there's no way to sugarcoat this. That was a very poor performance. Defensively, we gave up 57 points the second half. They shot 58%, 54 from three. We got out-rebounded by 9. We took bad shots. Just was not a good performance. And I'm not blaming them. Starts with me. If we're not any more disciplined, any tougher than that, it starts with me. So obviously very disappointed. We haven't had a loss like that here in a long time. So we got a lot of work to do. We got to get a lot more people concerned about rebounding and playing defense. But that was a very disappointing loss.
Where do you approach this now? I mean, if you go back to practice, what's the first thing you're going to bring up to these guys?
Well, the first thing, rebounding. We're setting a really poor tone on the boards. People are getting aggressive because they're out rebounding us. So I think it starts there. Defensively, the second half. I thought at times the first half our defense was okay, but the second half, 57 points, kind of speaks for itself. So it starts with those two things. The bad shots. We had a couple guys who were shooting the three really well. We didn't find them. We had a couple guys, who took some bad ones. So we didn't drive the ball at the basket. We weren't physical at all on the defensive end. So there's a lot of places we got to go to work.
You talked about the lack of intensity in practice. Is that something that you've seen also? Is that clearly being what's translated to the court?
Well, our consistency in practice has not been there. I've talked about it with the players. I've mentioned it here. We just don't do things on a consistent basis, and it showed today. Again, on the defensive end, on the boards, our physicality. I know we got some young players, but if they're going to play, they got to be a lot more physical than that.
And in particular, against Reed, it's another 7-footer you have of your own. He's 9 and 9. You seem to have no answer on the inside.
Yeah, we never got physical with him. I mean, he kind of did whatever he wanted. Same way that they beat Baylor. He was very effective in that game. We just weren't physical. He kind of did whatever he wanted. And, a guy like that, you got to get into his legs. You got to be a little physical like they were trying to do at Bowl, and we just didn't do it.
You feel like that first half when you're up 7, maybe you get a chance you can get it 12-13 there. But
well, I think we did. The second half, I think we pushed it 13-point lead at one point. I think it was 51-38. And after that, they kind of pretty much got whatever they wanted.
Your concerns defensively, is it just strictly the physicality of it, or are the kids not communicating, or are they not?
Oh, it's a combination of all those things. I mean, we were relying so much on just Bowl and Kenny protecting the rim, and when they didn't do it tonight, we broke down and didn't run them off the line. They shot, the second half, they were 8 for 11 from 3. We didn't run them off the line, and so, it's just total combination of all those things.
You don't necessarily have a very deep bench. Is that kind of make it complicated or difficult for you to kind of make a statement that you don't do things, can't play?
We should be deeper. We've got 10, 11 guys there, and they got to perform when they're out there.
Looking back, there have been some close calls, but there really haven't been a lot of losses like this one, especially in this building. Does this feel like a different challenge than you've had in the past, or is this kind of similar to what other teams have done at this stage of the year?
No, this is different. We've got a lot of new guys, and I'm not sure they want to adjust to the physicality and the toughness that we've got to have. And so, I don't know. It is a different challenge. Again, if you're not going to compete and be more physical now, it starts with coaching. The demands, have got to increase, and we've got to do a much better job. And You know, we're so offensive oriented. Our guys, they come off, all they're worried about is if they hit a shot or not. You know, stops and rebounds don't mean a lot to us. And in the college game, they've got to mean a lot more. So we've got to change our whole mindset. And I've been talking to our team about that, be focusing on the defensive end, the rebounding. I mean, we didn't play well offensively, but we did score 84 points. You know, 84 should be enough to win. You got to guard and rebound. And we just didn't do it.
And how do you, with that, how do you try and strike that chord of increasing those demands after such a disappointing loss, but with a young team, with freshman and sophomore late team?
Oh, just letting them know we're in it together. You know, I'm not blaming them. It's as much my fault as it is theirs. You know, I'm not putting it on them. And, you know, we got to go play a Houston team that's really physical and really tough, you know, and coming off a performance like this. So we're going to have our hands full Saturday, you know, and our guys just going to have to get ready for it. And like I said, we're in this together. You know, those freshmen are our guys, and sophomores, we're going to have to get better.
Is there any idea if Kenny will be available for?
I don't know. I'm not sure what he did, and Clay just said he wasn't available second half.
You had mentioned Lewis possibly for December 3rd. Is that
He won't be ready. He won't, you know, no. Anything else? All right.